Hey everyone, Regal Reviews here. It is my favorite time of the week, and it is Wednesday. So I have a big smile on my face this morning because I am so excited to review this one's cast member. I originally had somebody else in mind to review today, but I thought to myself, this character in particular is very popular. Everybody loves him and his portrayer. So today I decided to review that little hoodie we all love, Roland, aka Raphael Alejandro. I think that's how you say his last name. There is so many words to describe Roland. He is adorable. He's such a little cutie pie. Roland is the son of Robin Hood and Maid Marian. Roland was introduced in season 3 when they had the Neverland and Wizard of Oz story arc, and I believe it was the first episode we saw him when Neil was trying to get to Neverland, so they used Roland as bait because a little boy had to say "I believe," and that's when the shadow comes and whisks them to Neverland, and that's when Robin reveals how important Robin is to him because, you know, that's his son, and the fact that that's all he has left of his late wife. It was quite interesting because they were in the Enchanted Forest when the whole when the curse happened. Thanks to Cora and her magic, there was a part of the Enchanted Forest that wasn't affected by the curse, and I guess the part they were in was, I guess, the Sherwood Forest wasn't affected by that. But I was like, why in the world would you? I did not like that they used Roland as bait. I was like, why would you use somebody else's kid for your own bidding? So we didn't see much of them till we got into the Wizard of Oz storyline, and we saw our characters go back in the Enchanted Forest when Pan's curse hit, and we see that there's a flying monkey flying around, and he's about to attack Roland. I'm like, oh my gosh! And then all of a sudden, Regina saves him, and she turns the monkey into this stuffed animal monkey, and she says, "See, now you have a little toy." I'm like, oh, it was such a heartwarming moment because I'm like, oh, he's got a toy from our queen. It was so cute. And the one thing I wish they would do with Roland's characters, I wish they would give the kid more lines, because any little thing that comes out of his mouth is so cute, and we're just all in awe. He didn't have much lines the whole rest of the season. You saw him a lot with Little John and Friar Tuck a lot at the I guess you could call it the Merryman camp in Storybrooke, and we didn't get to really see his impression of Regina dating his dad, but I'm sure he's all for it, having a new mommy. And the only line I believe we saw him have the whole season is when he was going to get some wood, I assume, to bring back to camp, and Robin was going to shoot an arrow at Rumple because, you know, Robin's arrows never miss its target, so Rumple uses his magic to have it go into the direction of Roland if Robin doesn't give him Regina's heart, and Roland was frozen, and he was like, "Daddy, help!" I'm like, "Oh my god, somebody just go run up and save him!" And he was fine then, and Regina understood why Robin had to give her heart to Rumple. And, you know, we got to see a lot of the whole Outlaw Queen romance. We saw them at the end. I believe they were Roland, Robin, and Regina were holding hands going into Granny's, and I'm not positive or not, but I think he was eating ice cream too. And when we go to Granny's, we learn that Emma brought back his mother, Maid Marian, and, you know, Robin Hood is all happy to have his wife back, but I'm like, are you kidding me? You can't give Regina any happiness at all? And it's actually quite funny because you can see in the pictures of that episode and just see Roland's reaction. He just has this like mad look on his face, like he doesn't like this woman at all. And I guess not, because he's like so used to Regina and he doesn't know that this lady was his mom. So we saw him a bit in the fourth season when they had the whole Frozen storyline and the Queen of Darkness storyline. And again, they barely gave the kid any lines. I believe it was the second or third episode. Robin and Marian take Roland to the ice cream parlor every given Sunday. And he's like, can I have ice cream? And the mom's like, oh, I'm not sure. And he's like, please, Regina, let me. And I'm like, oh, it's so cute. He got ice cream from Regina. And he has Rocky Road ice cream. And I believe that's the only line he's had the whole season. I mean, you see a little bit of him playing at the park with his mom when Robin and Regina, when Robin decides that Regina is the one that he wants to be with. And that's when Marian, falls over and they make the decision that they have to cross the town line, which during the whole Snow Queen curse, if you cross the town line, that means you can't come back. So it was so heart-wrenching to see Roland cross with Marian and then Robin follows shortly after, because Robin and Regina just make such a great couple. And I always thought to myself when Henry and Regina were going through that rough patch, I thought, oh, Roland's the son she always wanted. So, and I didn't know if we'd ever see them again. For all we knew, that was the last we were going to see of them. But you see them adapting to life in New York. They're living in Neil's old apartment, and you see Roland doesn't like all the noise in the big city. And they're adjusting to their new life. And what the others don't know, but what we see is that Marian is actually Zelena in disguise, to make Regina's life miserable. And I thought to myself that Roland might know something, because that episode when we know it's Zelena, you could see in the mirror her reflection, it's Zelena, and Roland's just sitting there on the couch. So I thought it was going to be revealed, Roland saying that that's not mom, or that he recognizes her as, the Wicked Witch. But that wasn't the case. And I believe that was it. They come back to Storybrooke eventually, and they use magic to erase Roland's memory so he doesn't have to go through the pain of losing his mom again. And now this season, with the whole Dark Swan storyline and now the Once Going to Hell storyline, I believe that we didn't see Roland go to Camelot at all, which, I was disappointed about. And now we don't see him in hell, which I could understand, because you wouldn't want to bring a little kid of you to hell. But I wish they would give Raphael more screen time, because he's just an amazing actor. I love Roland, like I'm sure many of you do, and he's just so adorable. I'd wish he would definitely get more lines. I wish he would have some lines with Regina. Like, I wish he would call her mommy. That would just be the greatest thing ever. I want to know what his reaction is with Henry, and just the whole fact that Robin and Regina are dating, because you didn't really see Henry interacting with you didn't see Henry interacting with Roland that much. He did, well, actually, now that I think of it, I guess he did go to Camelot, because Henry protected Roland when the Granny's Diner was getting, I guess, flown away to Camelot. So I guess he was there, but we just didn't see him. But I really want to see more Mills Hood family interaction, and especially what he thinks of his new half sister with Zelina having that new baby, how he feels about that. So I'm hoping at some point they'll give us some more Roland. I definitely think Raphael deserves it. Outside of Once Upon a Time, Raphael, I believe, hasn't gone to any Once Upon a Time conventions yet. I believe he is working on a new movie called Kindergarten Cop 2. So if you're a fan of Raphael and Roland, go check that out when it ever it comes out. And he also is on Twitter, so definitely send that kid a message because he deserves it. I hope you guys enjoyed my Roland and Raphael review. If you want to catch Once Upon a Time, or see where, if you're a fan of Outlaw Queen, you want to see where that goes this season, Once Upon a Time is on Sundays, 8 p.m. on ABC. I hope you enjoyed this Roland and Raphael review, and until next time, stay regal.